When we think about cars that are priced below 900,000, we often think of cutesy cars that often have Spartan interiors with minimal features, but not in this case. This is the MG5 Prestige, which was previously launched at the 2026 Manila International Auto Show. This is Cesar Miguel of Zigwheels Philippines, and this is our first look at the MG5 Prestige. To start off with the exterior of the all-new MG5 Prestige, let us check out its front fascia, which of course you can see here, received a totally new look. Prominent on the car is the MG badge, and towards the rear is a well-sculpted hood. Flanking the grille are a pair of sharp-looking LED headlamps, and as you can see here, it has a front-facing camera. For the price, it's a surprising detail, but we'll get into that a bit when we reach the interior. Also noticeable is the interesting pattern on the grille, which looks like overlapping scales, more like a dragon. And of course, we can't help but notice the carbon fiber style front lip. Overall, the new front face of the MG5 Prestige gives it a sportier appearance, but with a hint of class and dapperness. Of course, that goes together with the fact that it still has chrome trims, but just the right amount. Here at the side of the car, the first thing you will notice are the set of 16-inch two-tone alloy wheels. Behind the wheels are disc brakes for both front and rear. And over here is roofline that somewhat still resembles the old MG, but it has been refined. Medyo na-refine konti kasi yung sa rear section has been retooled for a bit. The car looks sportier as with the front end. So medyo in keeping sa theme of the car. The window line, of course, may chrome trim pa, just like the front end, to continue the sporty but dapper style that the car is going for. And here we can see that the door handles has a button indicating that it has keyless entry. The rear end of the MG5 Prestige also received a heavy redesign. Yung pinaka-key dito na element is the LED taillights, which now feature a Y-shaped element inside. And the two are connected by a chrome trim. Topping that is a prominent MG badge. And on the rear bumper are its rear parking sensors. The chrome trim provides much dapperness. Again, prim and proper. Pero sa baba, makikita natin yung sportiness levels, they also up the ante for that a bit. Kasi medyo prominent yung carbon fiber style rear diffuser. This part of the car was not present on the older MG5, and it's pleasurable addition to the eyes. A lot of eye candy and a lot of functional elements. And of course, let's not forget about its trunk space, which I will open right now. The rear section of the MG5 Prestige also offers a lot of practicality. The trunk here, which you can see we already opened, can swallow up to 512 liters of cargo. That's more than enough to fit two large pieces of luggages and even a golf bag, pero pa-sideways lang. Kaya rin siguro more than around a month worth of groceries, so practicality for this car is right up there. With the rear section of the car done, let's check out its interior. First off, meron siyang leather-wrapped steering wheel with some perforated texture where you grip the steering wheel. Of course, it is a multifunction steering wheel with buttons, which feels good to the touch, very durable, and the steering column is tilt adjustable. Just behind the steering wheel are analog gauges, and in between them is a small digital multi-information display. And towards the center, somewhat oriented toward the driver, is a 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And over to the side of the steering column is a push-to-start button. As mentioned before, the car comes with keyless entry. And over to the center portion of the center console is shifter, which is surrounded by piano black plastic. I won't comment on that for now, but you be the judge. Even the handle of the shifter is made out of piano black plastic. It's pretty standard. It has park, reverse, neutral, and drive, but you can press the shifter towards the right for a semi-automatic mode with a lever-type gear selector. Slightly just below it is an electronic parking brake with auto hold, and over here are cup holders. And of course, a leather wrap elbow rest. Now going over the appearance of the dashboard itself, MG opted for the modern multi-tiered look that you often see in other Chinese-made sedans that are sold in the market right now. It has a lower portion with leather wrappings, leather upholstery, which are soft to the touch, but it also has piano black plastic. And above that is a silver polished like trimming, which is topped by scratchy black plastic. As you can see, right above me is a sunroof with manual shades, but the sunroof itself is electronically actuated. See, check it out. I'll close it again. For my size, as you can see, I'm a very large person. Fitting inside the MG5 Prestige is just right. I have the right amount of legroom and knee room, no rubbing there. And the seat itself, despite having manual adjustability only, it has enough adjustability to accommodate my girth. Headroom is alright as well. Overall, the interior feels solid and attractive to the eyes. And marami siyang mga features that you can really use every day. Case in point is the connectivity, smartphone connectivity. But how about the rear cabin? Let's find out. Right off the bat, as you can see, I could fit, but take note, this is my driving position and knee room is medyo masikip na in terms of knee room. Elbow room though is quite generous. At least another adult of my size can fit beside me. It can fit 3 regularly sized Filipinos, no problem, but medyo gipit sa knee room. Headroom is alright. For amenities at the back, we have a Type A USB port, and the air conditioning system, which is manual by the way, with electronic controls, has rear vents, and that's very useful, especially in the tropics where we live. Each passenger gets adjustable headrest, but it doesn't appear to have a center armrest for the rear seat. And there's a tunnel here in the middle, so hindi totally flat yung rear, and that might be a problem for people who need to stretch their legs a bit. For reference, I am 5 foot 11 inches tall, and as I've said before, medyo gipit sa legroom. That's despite the fact that the car is as large as the Toyota Altis. On the other hand, nasisikipan din ako sa Toyota Altis if riding sa rear seats, but with my preferred driving adjustment sa front. Just like the previous versions of the MG5, the MG5 Prestige uses a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated inline-4 gasoline engine. Its output though was tweaked a little bit for efficiency. At maximum, it can produce up to 108 horsepower and up to 142 Newton meters of torque. For its transmission, it uses a continuously variable transmission. And as I've said earlier, it has a manual mode. Just like in most subcompact sedans in the market right now, it is a front-wheel drive vehicle. For safety, the MG5 Prestige comes with what you'd expect from a modern sedan. It has anti-lock braking, stability control, traction control, ISOFIX child seat tethers, seatbelt pretensioners. It also has a total of 4 airbags, 2 in the front and 2 in the side. Additionally, the model also comes with a rear parking camera, which you don't often get at this price point. To sum it all up, the MG5 Prestige is the full package, at least on paper. It has an efficient engine, plenty of interior amenities, and of course, we cannot deny the added value for money for this car because it is priced at just $888,888. So for those looking for a 5-seater subcompact sedan that has most of the bells and whistles that you need and is a good contender for a daily driver, this might be it. So how about you guys? What do you think? Comment down below, share your thoughts about this vehicle. But if you really want to learn more about how this car drives and rides, watch out for our full review. This has been Cesar Miguel for Zigwheels Philippines. Like and subscribe our channel, and see you again next time.